All right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Hope all of you guys are having a fantastic afternoon, evening, wherever it is, wherever it is that you are in the world. Hopefully, all of you guys are doing good. I know I am doing great. Looking forward to talking to you guys about a variety of different topics today. As we get through like I said, the week, work our way to Friday, and everything. I'm sorry that I'm streaming so early, just because I didn't know if I was gonna want to stream super late tonight, as I gotta do some stuff tonight. So I decided to just go ahead and stream early, and hopefully we can have a good, multiple hour stream here, and have fun. So yeah, before we get into anything else though, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. We might go live again later tonight. We might go live again, but I'm pretty sure that this will probably just be it. So I'm pretty sure this will just be it. So yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Unfortunately, you have COVID. Dang, COVID. Hey man, rest up. I think that there's a lot of good medication for COVID now. Like, I think it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, COVID used to be like crazy, but I think there's actually pretty good medication you can take for COVID now, so you should be all right. What's up, Kwame Reed? Welcome, John Foster. What's up, OJ? What's up? What's up? Welcome. Defense Force has arrived. I know, seriously. By the way, I'm not saying Astrobot sold terrible, by the way. I'm just saying there was questions out there, so we're gonna answer them. Now, I got a video coming up too, by the way. Like, I got a video coming up where I'm talking about it like in depth or in detail, but we're gonna discuss a little bit of the Astrobot sales as well. I'm just trying to put a nice title for you guys. Astrobot needs Nintendo Switch users help. Sales. The sales aren't bad. They're not. That's why I put the question mark. The sales are not bad. They're not incredible, but they're not bad. Like, they're not like, oh my gosh, these sales are trash. They're not that bad. All things considered, it's okay. We're gonna get into why it's okay in the video here, or in the live stream here. Yo, what's up? Aries says early OJ streams. Yeah, early stream today for JoJo Friday. Like I said, I might be back late tonight. I might not. I'm probably gonna relax tonight and eat some pizza and, hang out with my family and play Metaphor Refantasia. I had a really early morning. I've had a busy day. I've been editing, been running errands, went to the gym, so I had a really busy day, taking care of my boy a bit. I have not really had time to do anything today outside of work and errands, and then of course I got to go hang out with fam tonight. So yeah. Let's see here. MVG's an awesome dude. Just met him in person. Nice. Let's go. That's good stuff, man. I'm glad that you got to meet him in person. What's up, Sellout? Welcome to the stream. What's up? The Rickety Bridge. Formerly Exaggerated History. Okay, I think I got you. What's good, man? Welcome. Favorite console? I got a lot of favorite consoles. PS2, Switch, GameCube, Super Nintendo, PS3. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Clabby94? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What is good? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Get me your Astrobot questions. We're going to start talking about Astrobot. Give me 1 sec. All right, good stuff. Just had to make sure everything was working good. I thought the air was on for a second. I was like, what the heck? All right. Shout outs to Glenmore. Sweet Life of Dio Brando was good. Sweet Life of Dio Brando, welcome. DJ King says, then the 37% of Astrobot sales being people who hasn't bought the game. Sony owned the last 2 years, so about 1/3 of the sales. What does that mean? What's up, Brand Smith? Yo, big Brand Smith in the house. What's good, baby? Shout outs. What is good? Daniel C says, thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, no problem, man. Just relax, drink water, relax, get some of that COVID medication, and you should be good. Playing SAO Fractured Daydream on the Switch. Okay, Sweet Life. How was that Fractured Daydream? That game was like here, and then nobody talks about it anymore. Like, I don't know, they've made so many sort of on like major sort of online games in the past like 5 or 6 years. It's been crazy. 37% of Astrobot are from people who hasn't bought a game from Sony first party in 2 years. 37% of people haven't bought a Sony first party in 2 years. Am I part of that? I think I might be part of that because I skipped the Ragnarok. I didn't buy Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I might be part of that because I bought Astrobot, but I hadn't bought anything Sony first party in a hot minute. So yeah, but they haven't really released much. Like they released God of War in 2020 and Horizon in 2022, and then in 2023 they didn't really have anything. So yeah, like they didn't really have much in 2023. All they had was Spider-Man 2 and what else? Maybe some other, I forgot what other game that they had, but they were launching what, the VR in 2023. So yeah, they had that. I wasn't buying that crap. Sortable Shelf says, places I just about to watch the rest of your last stream. You did because I couldn't watch the whole last night's stream. Right, I was about to go. I get your notification that you're streaming right now. Hey, let's go. Good to see you here, Sortable. Will these sales determine a good future for the franchise? Yeah, I think it's actually a good future. I break it down a bit more in my video that I'll have probably tonight for you guys, like late. I'll just upload it. Who cares? But yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay, Glenmore. This is not a massive, you know, like God of War or Horizon level game, so I don't think you really need to sell, you know, 10 million copies. If they put Astrobot on PC, I would probably buy it. I think they'd have to make the DualSense controller completely compatible with PC. Is it like, can you do everything with the PC, like in terms of the DualSense features? Does it support that on like does Sony support that on PC, like with the DualSense? Because like this game really needs the DualSense. Like without the DualSense controller, it's not anywhere near as good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the haptic and trigger buttons. Okay, yeah, as long as Sony supports it with the haptics and triggers and all that good stuff, then yeah, I think it'll be okay on PC. Dude, I'm 55 hours of the Metaphor and I've loved every minute of it. This is maybe my favorite game ever. I've heard that before. This is definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time for sure. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I'm 113 hours into Metaphor and still have quite a bit to go. I'm probably in the, like, I probably got about 25% left to go with the game. I'm just guesstimating based off of where Gallica is on her what's it called, on her whatever chart, their bond chart that they have in that game, my follower chart. So I'm probably got about 25% left to go with the game. And yeah, Gallica or whatever her name is. Yeah, I'm really loving it. I love every second of it. It's been fantastic. I like it a lot. So yeah. Let's see. Say Metaphor is good. Metaphor is pretty goated, man. Let's see here. Crazy people think Astrobot is a new IP and has been around for a decade, and a packet on PS5, so selling 1.5 is just average. Yeah, there are some people who think that it is a new IP, but it's not a new IP. I don't know why I didn't hear this notification. Why didn't it send? What the heck? Oh, I know why I didn't play. My alert box is off. Hold on, give me a second here, guys. Shoutouts to DeAndre. Let me play it again. Here we go.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah, there you go. Put your dollars in your pockets on JoJo Fridays. Let's go. Thank you for the big first dono of the stream. Let's go. Let's get that popping. Remember, guys, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request in there, and I will play your music for you too. All right. He says, I've reached over 80 hours in Metaphor. I will not say anything else other than the story is really good. Any track from Brothership, please. Yeah, the story's good. The gameplay's good. The writing's good. You know, like, the only thing that's probably not that great is, like, the graphics. But even then, like, it's got, like, a PS3 feel to it. But, like, a super polished, good-looking PS3 game for, like, an RPG. So, I don't mind. I don't mind. Mario Brothership. I bought Mario Brothership last night at Best Buy. Took my boy to go with me to go pick it up. And I have not got a chance to play it yet, but I will. I will definitely play it portable mode in between editing today or tonight. Let's see here. Mario Brothership battle theme. How about that? Battle theme. Thank you so much, DeAndre, striking that first Ninja Blood. First one on JoJo Friday. And you are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody that's 216 or more, bid out DeAndre on the board. Let's go. Big love, DeAndre. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Appreciate that. All right. Battle theme. Let's see here. Brothership needs Switch 2 help. Switch 2 help. Let's see if they'll get it or not. I think people are fine with it on how it is on Switch. They just want to play a Mario and Luigi game, man. They just want to play a Mario and Luigi game. Brothership is pretty good. Definitely agree with 8 out of 10 reviews, but that 5 out of 10 from IGN must have been high. Yeah, it's definitely not a 5 out of 10. It ain't a 5 out of 10. We all know that. Like that's that. I mean, the whole comment section is crushing the review. Do you think Switch 2 will automatically boost games? No, I don't think it'll automatically boost games. So the Circana position charts accounts for how much roughly from the 1.5 million. No, Astrobot sold 1.5 million. That's it. Like, there is no roughly how much. It sold 1.5 million. That's it. There is no extra added on or how much it takes from the charts to not. It sold 1.5 million. Graphics aren't everything. A lot of people just happy with Switch. A lot of people are, but some people aren't. It just depends. I understand though, like to get like the extra boosted horsepower and things like that. I mean, it's probably gonna do some stuff like that or not. But like I think people just want to play games at the end of the day, man. Like most of the people that are talking about, oh man, power this and power that. You look at the sales numbers. The sales numbers are not reflecting that in the US. They're not reflecting that. PS5 is down year on year. You know, it's not like people are flocking to PC gaming and games on PC are selling like 50 million copies because everyone just wants the most powerful thing. That's not the case. That's just not happening. So at the end of the day, like I get it. We all want better. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, just play games, have fun, bro. Like, you know, whatever they do, they'll do. Whatever they don't do, they won't do. You know. So that's kind of how I see it. But we'll see. We'll see once the Switch 2 actually, you know, we get more information on it. Let's see here. Do you think with the current gaming market, Nintendo can do the same length of play testing they did 10 to 20 years ago? I'm not even sure. I mean, I'm not even sure what that means, bro. Like, I don't know how much play testing they did 20 years ago compared to now. PC's thriving, I guess. I mean, sure. 1.5 million as of November 3rd. As of November 3rd, so we're what, 5 days? So Sony made sure to actually track past the financial year. Which is something Sony track, because if they track just to their financial year, because the financial year is over in September, so they made sure to track past the financial year, right? Or they could have just not said anything. Spartaco Red 93, yo, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Appreciate it, brother. Bro, so glad I get back to Nintendo. Let's go. Hey, shout outs, man. I like I said, I've been playing a lot of PlayStation 5 this year. To be honest, like I've been playing a ton of PS5 this year. My 2 favorite games this year are on PS5, but they're also multi-platform. But you know, my 2 favorite games, actually, like my top, like almost all my games are available on PlayStation this year. So Sony's had a like a sneakily good year. Like if you go back to the beginning of the year, like Rise of the Ronin, you know, it's like sneakily good. It's not like incredible for like first party, but like it's like sneakily good. Like Rise of the Ronin, you know, Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then the third parties, right? Oh, Unicorn Overlord, that's available on there. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Although I played a lot of that on Switch, I played some on PS5 too. You know, so it's been okay. SMT5 Vengeance, I played all on PS5. Even though it's kind of painful at times because sometimes I really wanted to play portable and just the PS Portal wasn't cutting it for me. Metaphor has been incredible, probably my game of the year. So yeah, man. Yeah, Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. For those, I played it, I enjoyed it for a bit, but then I got tired of it. I'll be honest, I just didn't feel like playing it anymore. Like after a bit, I just didn't feel like playing Wukong anymore. But I know it's good. It's good for those who like that type of game. Let's see, I got Ease 10 on Switch. There you go. Do you think Switch Joy-Con will work on Switch 2? I think so. If they have backwards compatibility with Nintendo Switch games, I'm pretty sure they'll let you use your Switch controllers and all that to play it. I mean, I think it would be kind of weird if it has backwards compatibility, but then you can't actually use the controllers, which has been a thing before. I think the PS3, the fat PS3, I don't think you can use PS2 controllers on the PS3, but Nintendo's shown that a lot of times you could actually use the previous controllers, right, from like GameCube to Wii, from Wii to Wii U. So yeah, whenever they've done it in the modern history, they've usually tried to do like where you can use the controllers, you know, for that. Yeah, I'll pick up Metal Slug Tactics, but it's gonna be later, man. I gotta beat Brothership. I gotta beat Metaphor Refantasio. I gotta beat those games first before I start buying and playing all these other things. So I mean, I could buy it, but I'm just not gonna play right now. But yes, I'm definitely gonna pick up Tactics, for sure. I know it's good, but I'm knee deep in Metaphor. I gotta finish up Metaphor, man. I gotta finish up Metaphor. Let's see here. Does it mean Nintendo consoles last longer? It's probably just you, or it's more like just Switch. Switch and 3DS lasted really long, but Wii U and GameCube and Wii didn't last anywhere near as long. Let's see here. No, you could not use the Wii U Pro controller on Switch. No, Switch isn't anything compatible with the Wii U. There's nothing that you can do from the Wii U to the Switch for the most part. There's nothing that really that you can transfer over. Nothing. None of the games, nothing overall. Like none of the peripherals or anything like that. So no. We had 3 years and the fourth was done pretty much. I mean, if you look at it, 2013, 2014, 2015, and then by 2016, it was pretty much done. Although they did have a somewhat strong last year of of Wii U support. I think Twilight Princess, Pokken Tournament, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I think it was like a Paper Mario Color Splash or like a tennis game, Ultra Smash. I forgot what it was, but the last year was actually it had like 4 or 5 first party releases. So it actually wasn't too bad. Hey, what's up, Christian? Happy JoJo Friday, brother. How you doing today? Paper Mario Color Splash was the last title before Breath of the Wild. Okay, yeah, so there you go. So they had like 4 first party games in 2016, which is not great, but it's not, and like they're ports, some of them were ports, but some of them were new games. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Pokken Tournament, brand new games, Color Splash, brand new game, and then the ports were what was it? I think Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess was like a port, which was a really good port people wanted. So it was actually not a bad, like, despite it being over, because Nintendo kept on teasing the next system and all that. Despite it, and they also revealed the Switch in 2016. But despite all that, like, it still was an okay last year. I enjoyed Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I enjoyed Twilight Princess. I enjoyed Pokken a lot. So I really enjoyed those 3 games. I did not like the Paper Mario Color Splash game, but I really enjoyed those 3 games. So Star Fox Zero, wasn't that 2015 for Star Fox Zero? I don't think that was I think that was 2015 for Star Fox Zero, if I'm not correct. But Star Fox Zero wasn't great. Like it wasn't a great game. But was that 2015 or was that 2016? I don't remember. But regardless, yeah, if they it was 2016, okay. So then the last year they had what, 5 first party games in 2016? It got delayed from 2015. Okay, so they had 5 first party games in the last year of the Wii U. I mean, that's incredible. Like, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. So I think that if you're looking at it, I mean, obviously the Switch is doing way better. Like the last year we've had like 10 this is probably the last full year of Nintendo Switch like being the main, the head honcho, right? Next year it's probably going to be Switch 2. But even next year there's like 4 Switch games still lined up. So they're doing a better job, I would say, just transitioning from one system to the next. Although the Wii U wasn't a bad transition, to be honest. Like there was games to play on the Wii U in the last year, which was crazy, So yeah. Oh no, we back to Wii U? No, we're not back to Wii U. We're just talking about transitioning. We were talking about like backwards compatibility, and the Wii U got brought up. Let's see. A lot of people had a problem with Star Fox Zero pertaining to the controls. I had a problem with it being almost a copy of Star Fox 64. Yeah, I think there was a combination of things that people were upset about with Star Fox Zero. If you got it, like if you actually enjoyed the controls, I think the game is enjoyable. They did do a number of things, but the controls are just obtuse for some people. So yeah, just kind of obtuse for a lot of people. Let's see here. Wii U's always brought up. I mean, I think we've had a good streak of no Wii U recently, but now it's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Let's see here. Do you think Fire Emblem 4 Remake is going to be safe for Switch 2? I don't think so, Jash. That's a good question. I don't think it's going to be safe for Switch 2. I think it's going to be on Switch and Switch 2 if it does, or just Switch. And then backwards compatibility. But I don't think so. I think they're going to announce it randomly out of nowhere. Almost like Xenoblade Chronicles. I think they're just going to freaking just say, hey, we got a Fire Emblem 4 Remake. But I mean, it could be, though. They could save it. So we'll see. Hey, what's up, Moonsong? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What is good? Do you think Metroid Prime 4 is still coming to Switch 1? Of course it is. Nintendo stated that it will be. They're not gonna not bring it to Switch 1. They lose out on too much sales Switch 2 doesn't have an install base. Metroid isn't a game that sells big. You're not gonna sit there and say, oh no, let's not sell it to 140, 150 million people. Let's just only sell it to this new install base. That doesn't make any business sense, you know, zero business sense. Like zero business sense. Sell out. Next year will be crazy for gaming. GTA, Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Yakuza, new Switch console. Yep, and probably a new 3D Mario or 3D Zelda. Or no, sorry, not 3D Zelda. Sorry, new Mario Kart and new 3D Mario. Found you by stream. Look it up. Clear Obscure Expedition 33. You're the first that showed up, and not many people spoke about it. So check some VODs. Followed you down, and I'm here to say hi. Hey, shoutouts. Yeah. Claire Obscure. I've got some more stuff on Claire Obscure. I'm doing a top 25 games of next year. The like most anticipated. And if you like Claire Obscure, you're gonna want to check out that video. I don't know when it's gonna be up though. I'm maybe gonna shoot for Saturday if I can get it up Saturday. But if not Saturday, Sunday for sure. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Claire Obscure. I'm excited for a lot of cool games coming out in 2025. You kind of look like a guy that you went out with. Oh, okay. Is that a good or bad thing? I am not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Good thing. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Glad to see you here, though. Welcome. Let's see here. They say they had MP4 and Legend ZA stated as a future Switch release in their latest report. Yeah, it's coming to Switch. Like they're coming to Switch. He was cute, so it's a good thing. Okay, cool. It's always good to hear that. Yo, Jash plays with the tune in tier pledge. Hey guys. Yo, we need some more tune-in tier pledges. Let's go. Exclamation mark member if you want to become a member. It's only $1 for that tune-in tier, so if you want to support your boy, you can definitely do so. Thank you so much, Jash. Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Remember, you get your custom emotes. You get your badge that evolves as you stay on. You get into our private Discord. Thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Big love to Jash Plays. Let's get it. Brand new, fresh Elite Ninja. So, yeah. I'm in Cali. Let's see here. At least Expedition 33 is talked about more than Lost Helden, a game I think more should talk about. Lost Helden from Astro Ascending Devs. Oh yeah. I forgot about that game. I totally forgot about that game, DJ King. DJ King, I need you to make me every month, DJ King. I need you to make me a top 10 DJ King underrated games that we need to look at, because I know you be playing those super bubble butt, you know, beach princesses, super, you know, like Lost Viking Helden, and you be playing these obscure stuff that I totally forget about because I'm covering so many different things. So DJ King, I'm gonna need you to get me every month. I need you to get me at least 5 to 10 under the radar games, and I'm being serious here. Just DM me them and I will cover them in a video, like, you know, 5 underrated games or 5 hidden gems that you might like. You know, we need to start doing that because I totally forgot about that. But I know DJ King got his ear to the ground for that type of stuff. So, so give me like every month, DJ King, or whenever you can. How about that? I don't want to make you work. Like whenever you can, whenever you feel like you have the opportunity or the time. Oh, South Africa. Hey, let's go. Shout out to South Africa. Yo, Kelly with the $10 JoJo.
Sponsor DJ K1NG.
Hey, let's go. Yo, the JoJo coming in first. JoJo, $10 and up for JoJo Fridays. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yo, let's go. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for the big $10 dono. Getting the JoJo Fridays. And you are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Hey, yo. Big love. Thank you so much, Kelly. Hey, he wants to sponsor. Let's get it. Yo, DJ King days. Let's get it. DJ King and Party Man. We gotta film that video. I'm gonna let you know, Party Man, about the Mario Kart thing. We gotta get that popping for the end of the year. I want that to be a big end of the year video, like a nice like 15-20 minute discussion on that, so we can let people know, because too many people do not know about the power of Mario Kart. At least what Mario Kart could be. Let's go. So I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna DM you on Twitter, Party Man. Shout outs to Glenmore Register. Thank you for the $1 dono. I appreciate that, Glenmore. Let's go. Is Daybreak good? Daybreak's pretty good. Check out there's a demo on the eShop, or there's a demo on PlayStation. BBL Stella Blade. Do you think we'll get an Animal Crossing or Splatoon on Switch 2 opening year? Splatoon is possible. That could be like a holiday, fall, or early 2026. Animal Crossing, I don't think so. I think Animal Crossing is at least 2-3 years in. Good question too, Ken. You guys got some banger questions today. I'll keep it a buck. Today's been y'all doing good today. I like it. Let's see. I think the thing I'm mad about is that there are not many good turn-based RPGs anymore. Used to be Final Fantasy, but they ruined it with Final Fantasy 15 and onward. So Claire Obscure is finally bringing back turn-based. I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of good turn-based RPGs. Like, I think Bravely Default has been incredible. We got Dragon Quest. That's also still really, really good. Mario and Luigi Brothership just launched. Super Mario RPG as well. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So I think there's actually been a lot of good turn-based RPGs. And Metaphor Refantasio, that's hybrid, but it's more turn-based. In addition to SMT5 Vengeance, those all launched. Claire Obscure Expedition, or sorry, not Claire Obscure. Gosh, oh my gosh, Unicorn Overlord. Unicorn Overlord is really good. Romancing Saga 2. I think there's actually been a lot of great turn-based RPGs over the last year, 2 years. You know, that's just my own personal opinion. I think SMT5 Vengeance is probably the best turn-based RPG I've played outside of Metaphor. SMT5 Vengeance is absolutely peak. Like, it's so good. So yeah, gotta send you a list. All right, I'll send you a list. I got you. I'm gonna put a list for you right now so you can copy and paste it. So I would say this is the turn-based RPGs that I would play right now. If you're looking for like god tier turn-based RPGs, I would say that SMT5 Vengeance. SMT5 Vengeance. You gotta go with Unicorn Overlord. You gotta go with what else do we got? We've got Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. Persona 5 Royal. You gotta roll with let's see here. Octopath, yeah, Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler 2. You got Mario and Luigi Brothership, or Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG Remake. Super Mario RPG Remake. You've got Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. But yeah, that's just a short list of stuff. There's so many great turn-based RPGs. I also did a top 25 turn-based RPGs as well. So you can check out that video where I go over some of my top 25 like great RPGs to play. So it's all right there. Jash with the $5 as well says, do you think the success of Metaphor will pave the way for more companies making hybrid RPGs? I think so. I think that not just Metaphor, but like Legend of Heroes, we've seen the hybrid RPG kind of come up. Jash, another great question, Jash. Thank you so much for your support today, brother. Very good questions today, guys. I think that there will be more. There will be more hybrid-based RPGs that come out that are going to, and I think Metaphor is definitely a good one. I think Metaphor for sure is a good one. That's gonna help overall. I'd say if you love traditional turn-based RPGs, SMT5 Vengeance, you can't really go wrong with these two games. SMT5 Vengeance, it's available on everything. Dragon Quest XI S Definitive Edition, it's available on everything. So you don't got to worry about exclusivity. You got a PC, you got an Xbox, you got a PlayStation, you got Nintendo. I would say those two games right there, you can't really go wrong with either one of those. If you like Pokemon a little bit, you might lean more towards SMT. If you like traditional old school JRPG, Dragon Quest XI, can't go wrong with that at all, right? Like, I think that's that right there. So yeah, and most of them have demos. Like Unicorn Overlord has a demo, Dragon Quest has a demo. SMT5 does not have a demo, but you can look up the gameplay. Shout outs to we got our first extension here. Thank you so much to my man Jash Plays. Let's go Overclock boys. Hey yo,
Overclock Buster.
Let's get it. Thank you guys for the donos. Appreciate that. I can't super overclock it today, but anything that we don't do, I will extend it over. We're gonna probably have a pretty big stream tomorrow. Like, I'm looking to stream, like, have a nice big, night hybrid Saturday night JoJo stream just because today I haven't been able to stream as, you know, the normal ones. I got a ton of stuff to do. But yeah, tomorrow night we're probably gonna have a huge stream tomorrow night. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about a variety of topics, and we're gonna have everybody here, so it should be good tomorrow. So yeah, let's do it. Grandio 1 and 2. Oh yeah, Grandio 1 and 2 are very good. Yep. There's a lot of good stuff. I think that turn-based innovation is back on the menu, boys. Yes, sir. Khalid, what music do you want? You drop that $10. What music do you want? Also, Jash plays. If you want some video game music, let me know. I got you guys. All right, got you. Drop a no. I got you your music. Plus, I saw that PS5 Pro fixed the frame rate issues on Metaphor. Was it the PS5 Pro or was it the actual updates that they released? Because I haven't had any issues at all. Like when it comes to the frame rate on PS5, I legit have not had any issues. But once again, they did release multiple patches, so I don't know if those patches fixed it or if it was the PS5 Pro, to be honest. But I'm not having any frame rate issues on PS5, like standard PS5 on Metaphor. Like I don't. But then again, I have a VRR TV, I have a LG CX, you know, and it's on game mode, so I don't know if that's just smoothing it out. But I never really had any issues on Metaphor. I'll keep it a buck. And if I did, trust me, I'll say it. I will say it. I swear I'll say it. But like I never had any issues, you know. But they've released multiple patches since then, so I don't know if that fixed it or not. Got Daybreak 2 pre-ordered on Switch. Hey, let's go. Dragon Quest 11S definitely. Then after that, try Bravely Default 2. Yeah. Don't forget, folks, Fantasia for Mistwalker comes out soon, so that's another turn-based RPG to keep an eye on. Yeah. Another good one to keep an eye on, turn-based. Yeah, it's all good. Thank you, I appreciate that, Moonsong. I appreciate that. But yeah, a lot of great turn-based RPGs. So many good turn-based RPGs to play. So much stuff that's out there. If you guys want to follow me, also on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Blue Sky. I've got a brand new Blue Sky account. You guys can follow me on there. I'll be posting updates and stuff when we go live and all that on both, but I'll be posting on Blue Sky a lot too. So I'll be posting my streams on there. So yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Blue Sky if you're on Blue Sky. If not, follow me on Twitter @PlayerEssence. Appreciate all you guys coming through to the stream today. You guys are legends. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Can you play Warriors and Valor from the Metaphor OST? Okay, can you play Warriors and Valor? Yeah, I can play that for you. Absolutely. Thank you, Jash. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you're doing good. Warriors and Valor. Metaphor. All right. Every time I don't even stop thinking about Metaphor. I think about Metaphor like almost all the time because like the game is so good. What's up, Anthony Smith? What is good? What's up, Donkey Kong? Persona the best. Persona's awesome. I do like Metaphor. I think I can defend now that I'm 113 hours in. I think Metaphor ReFantazio is better than Persona. I don't think it's like. I think it's a good step better than Metaphor. Or sorry, I think it's a good step better than Persona. I definitely like Metaphor. But then again, I'm biased. I like the fantasy setting more than real world with weird daydreams or whatever, like, you know, thoughts. I like I like Fire Emblem. I like that setting more than I like real world, like Shibuya setting. So I am biased. I'm 100% biased. Like I'll take like a fantasy, like Final Fantasy, or I'll take Fire Emblem, or I'll take, you know, Metaphor setting over real world RPG. That's why maybe I don't like Yakuza as much. I don't like certain type of RPGs like that because I'm just not as big of a fan of seeing things that look like our world. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fine, it's good. Like, and Persona has its own twisted, you know, dimensions and worlds. But I'd rather live and play in a fantasy world than play in like, oh, here's like the real world and like you can do RPG stuff in like the IRL, which is fine. Once again, it's not bad. I love Persona. Persona's still a goated top 10 RPG franchise for me. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and say that Persona's bad. I'm not. But I'll take Metaphor over it. I'll take Metaphor over it. Cammy's theme? All right, I got you. I got you right after this, all right? Glenmore? Cammy's theme. Got you. Some people consider Japan a fantasy world. Some people do. Shoot, I didn't see your streaming. How's the fan, OJ? All right, everything's good, Jeffrey. What's up, man? Which I don't think 1.5 for Astrobot is a small number because the game is also costing way less development. I agree. I don't think it's a bad number either compared to Sony's big AAA, and I talked about that in my video. there are some people saying that it was a bad number. I don't think it's a bad number. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. 1.5 million in 2 months is good for Astrobot. Should do more Black Friday, Christmas. It should. It should. I think it's an okay number. The only thing that I'll say is this, and I'm going to say this in my video. Make sure you guys watch my video later that I do on it. The only thing that I'll say is this, guys. Stop using percentages and position charts to try to sit there and say that Astrobot did X, Y, and Z. That's the only thing that I'll say, because I saw so much nonsense from people sitting back and saying Astrobot outsold Zelda Echoes of Wisdom because it was higher on an MPD chart with no digital sales. Astrobot is outselling like multiple millions because it did better than Crash and Sonic in the UK. And then let's ignore the Japanese sales. Oh, well, in Japan, whatever, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's ignore that. Let's just look at this. It's just like, come on now, guys. Like, let's be real here. So that's the reason why. But people were making it seem as if Astrobot is selling this astronomical amount, and that just is not the case. It's selling decently. It's selling okay. It's selling good for what it is, and that's it. But it's not selling multiple millions like some people were trying to sit there and say. And like the headline from VGC, oh, it's the best selling, you know, platformer in the last decade. Like, when you put headlines out like that, like best selling non-Mario platformer in the last decade, you're expecting multiple millions in sales. Or the platforming genre is just absolute garbage if the best-selling non-Mario platformer in a decade has only sold 1.5 million in 2 months. I mean, that's not really anything. That's not really anything like great, you know. That's why I said, like, we got to be careful with these headlines, you know, with these headlines and with these statements, you know. And Christopher Dring, he was saying a lot of that. It's like, when you say stuff like that, it hypes it up way too high. When you say that hypes it up, because the best-selling non-Mario in the last, like, oh, wait a minute, Crash Bandicoot sold 5 mil, Sonic sold 3-4 mil. Oh man, like, damn, it must be doing like better than all that, right? Like, and no, it was not. It's doing okay. It's gonna keep selling. It's gonna get, you know, it's gonna do fine. But let's not sit here and act like it's doing something crazy, you know. Let's see here. What is more? Well, Sonic Generation Saddle did 1 million in 24 hours. Yeah, and but it's a multi-platform, right? So I mean, if Astrobot was multi-platform, woo! About to make a name for myself. If Astrobot was multi-platform, it would have probably did about like 4 or 5 million. It would have done a lot more than 1.5 million. Just to be like, oh goodness gracious. Oh no, y'all gonna have me say, to be fair. Okay, let me just say that. And here's what I think. I think that if Astrobot was multi-platform day one, it probably would have done 3-4 million. You know. It probably would have done that much. Y'all gonna have me stop putting stuff. Who said that made me almost say, to be fair? Whoever said that, stop doing that. Who was that? DJ King, stop doing that, brother. No, I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it, to be fair. No. Y'all know, stop with that to be fair nonsense, bruh. No. Brian Jedi says, One Pony was really trying to use September numbers to say Astrobot outsold Zelda. Brian Jedi, you should watch my video, because your tweet, I mean, I don't put your name in there because I don't think you want me to put your name in the videos and all that, because respect your privacy and all that. But I did look up, your tweet is where I looked up what that person said, which will be in my video tomorrow. So maybe you can get a chuckle out of it, because I was looking at it this morning and I saw your tweet on Juice Man Vaughn's post. And I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting. That might tie into what I want to do with talk about the Astrobot sales. So I ended up using it, but I cut your name out, or at least I cut out what you said. But that's the tweet that I was looking. I took your picture that you snapped from him. That was from you. So yeah. What's up, George FT? What's up, Figure Drawing? To be fair, fair up. I like how VGC how to specify so many things for Astrobot to like it did better than it actually did. Yeah, I mean, you know, and Team Asobi invited, you know, VGC to their studios, so they had a vested interest in actually, you know, pumping up Astrobot, and plus it's a really good game. I don't mind the fake pump up because it's a really good game. Like, as long as we're fake pumping up good games and not trash stuff, then I don't have a problem with the extra, you know, glaze when it comes down to it. Because, listen, good games should be pumped up. Good games should be celebrated, and good games should be pushed. Like, hey guys, go check it out. It's doing good enough, right? So I don't mind that, but like, we gotta chill on the best-selling platformer, non-Mario platformer in the last decade in like 2 weeks worth of sale. We gotta stop with that. It's not enough of a sample size. Stop with that. There's no reason for that stat to even be said. There's no reason for that. It doesn't do any good for that to be said, because it's so segmented. It's such a weird, awkward, obtuse thing in terms of what they're doing. So in my opinion, you shouldn't do that. That's just me though. That's just me. Astrobot's clearly a good game. It would sell much more on Switch. Sony definitely doesn't have a huge platform genre based, and sad considering their PS2, PS1, PS2, even considering their PS3 history. In my video, I talk about Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet sold millions, like multiple million. Little Big Planet took the world by storm. A lot of y'all don't remember Little Big Planet, but I do, because I was in college when Little Big Planet came out. I think that was 2008. I'm not correct. It was I think it was 2008 when Little Big Planet dropped. And it took everybody by storm. We were all playing it in college. It was crazy. It was nuts how good that game was. And that game sold like, I think that game sold like 5-6 million. I forgot, or it might have sold more than that. But anyway, it blew up the sales charts. Give me a second here, guys. Little Big Planet, one PS3 sales. I think it did PS3. I think it did 6 million. Gosh, I forgot. 4 million in sales. I know it did really good. Story, setting, development. The people who made this game were geniuses. The people that Media Molecule, at least at that time. I don't know about today's day. But yeah, like, let me see. There's so much stuff on Wikipedia about Little Big Planet. I don't know, but yeah, sales. Let's see here. By October 2018, Little Big Planet had sold 4 million copies. So, I mean, for Sony back then on the PS3 era, obviously they've had other stuff do really good, but like, yeah, man, that was solid. That was really solid. 4 million in sales. But the PS3's install base was nowhere near where the PS5 was. So, to see for a game like Little Big Planet, you know, do 4 million sales, that was big for Sony back then at least. So, they've had some success with that. They've had some success. But it's been great, man. It's been great. I think it's been really good overall for like Little Big Planet itself. Oh, and shout outs to everybody following me on Blue Sky, man. I got over 500 followers on Blue Sky. Let's go. I've played Final Fantasy X Moonsong. It's very good. Final Fantasy X is super, super, super good. I like it a lot. It is very good. It's very good. They're going to have to keep hammering those games. They got to grow that audience. I mean, I don't think that they have the teams to actually make that type of game very good, you know, to be honest. Now we have some context with Astrobot sales. 1.5 million is good, but it's a weird when people were compared to something like Sonic and Kirby. Yeah, Kirby sells way better. Like, and I know Christopher Drink said that it sold better within that time frame, but I don't believe that I don't believe that Astrobot really truly outsold Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I don't think it did, unless you show me factual numbers that it did in that time frame. I don't think it did, because Kirby and the Forgotten Land has sold like 8 million copies plus. So it didn't sell them all. It didn't sell all 8 million copies like a year plus after launch. So when you're sitting there saying it's the best non-platformer the last decade, like, you know, I need to see proof. Like, I'm not just gonna take your word for it. I need to see proof that it actually outsold Kirby by a good amount, you know? Like, I need to see that, because he made it seem as if it did. And hey, look, more power to him. He's got the numbers. I'm not trying to call him a liar. I just would like to see some actual proof, because I don't believe it did, you know? I don't believe it did. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I think that maybe the digital numbers weren't there, or there's some type of thing, because there ain't no way Kirby all of a sudden stacked 8 million in sales 2 years after it came out. Like, oh, I didn't sell at all at the beginning. Nobody bought the game. And then all of a sudden, you know, a year plus later, everyone buying Kirby. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Let's see here. Kids want to play Roblox and Minecraft. Roblox, Minecraft, Mario, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, they're gonna have to keep hammering. Okay, I already read that. My bad, Brian. Well, remember, he only sees UK region sales, so that's it's still Sony Media. That's true. That's true. It is. But the problem is that then you need to make sure that you let that be known. Like, they're not like, read the headlines. Like, read this headline, bruh. Here, and I agree with you. Mario, or let's see here, Astrobot sales. Astrobot sells better than non-Mario. So read this headline and see if it tells me that you're talking about just hold up, let me see, VGC. Okay, here we go. So read this headline if it tells me that oh, it's just the UK. Here's the headline, bruh. Here's the headline. This is the headline. God dang, look at this freaking ad. Goodness gracious. Here's the headline. Headline is Astrobot has outperformed virtually every non-Mario platformer in a decade in Europe. In Europe. So they're making this thing seem like it sold a crazy amount. Every other non-platformer in a decade in Europe. They're making it seem like this makes people think that it sold multiple millions when you do stuff like this. This is what I think doesn't need to happen. Like, this was too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, this makes it seem as if like, but all it sold was 1.5 million. And that the US, it sold more than the US than it sold in Europe. So that means it didn't even cross 1 million in Europe. It probably was like 600,000 units or something like that, right? Like, I don't know what it was in Europe. Obviously, there was nothing in Japan. In the US, what are we saying for US? I'm pretty sure the game sold more in the US than it did in Europe. I don't think it sold 1 million in Europe and like 500,000 here in the US. It was probably more like 1 million in the US and maybe 500,000 in Europe and spread across Asia and different parts, or 300,000. So it wasn't even anything like it's an astronomical amount in Europe. But they're making it seem like this thing sold like crazy units. And like I said, I think 1.5 million is fine, but this does not say 1.5 million in 2 years. That doesn't say that, bruh. That does not say that. That makes it seem like it did way bigger. That's the only thing that I don't like. That's the only thing. That's it. I mean, I guess it's not misleading because like, according to Drink, a month after its release, Astrobot sales are currently 34% higher than Sega's most recent flagship Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, 52% bigger than Activision's Crash 4.
I like Astrobot.
You know?
The biggest problem I have with it is that Astro has an identity crisis.
Okay.
Astro needs PlayStation IPs to sell, unlike Mario, which can sell on his own.
Okay.
Also, the gameplay was a little too simplistic.
I agree with the criticisms. I think that the gameplay is a bit too simplistic in some parts. Like, Astro should have had more of a toolkit, but it's still really fun. I do think that, yeah, like the reliance on the PlayStation IPs, the nostalgia, that's fine if they want to do that. But I think for the next game, don't worry about that as much, you know? And maybe if you want to, I do like the PlayStation themed levels though. I think those are really good. So maybe keep those. I don't really think that you need all the different bots, like, you know, you need this Parappa bot and all. They don't do anything. There's no special powers to them. It's just, there's nothing really to it. So if you want to put a few of them in there, but I would say this, if Sony allows them to, focus on making a bunch of levels even themed after some of the older IPs, like more of those levels, and then focus on the toolkit of Astro. Focus on his toolkit himself, because I think that would be great for the next game. So yeah. That would be really, really, really good. I enjoyed the Uncharted level. I enjoyed the God of War level. I didn't really enjoy the Horizon level, but it's there, and I can see why people like it. The Horizon level, the Ape Escape level was fantastic. Very good. Completely changed the mechanics of what you're doing in the game. Each level does that. They give you something that is like a game changer that you don't have just for that level, right? Like, so I think those are really, really good. So I would say if you're gonna lean into the Sony IP more, lean into it in an actual like cool gameplay instead of just, oh, there's this bot saving bots. I mean, which is, it's better than just having a bunch of generic bots. So I get that, you know, and it's not like they do exclusive. Well, actually, they do kind of do exclusive things that they only do in their game, but they only do that in at the home base. Like once you get their trophy, they'll do like an animation, which is cool. I mean, but I would like to see them expand those like maybe make like 10 of those, like 10 unique, you know, PlayStation levels, and then of course expand the toolkit that Astro has. But yeah, it's a good first start, man. It's a good first full-fledged game start. It's not bad. I like it a lot, and I'm looking forward to what they do next, you know. I like how they got to qualify non-Mario games. That cuts down the platformer sales comparisons considerably. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, because you're not going to compare it to Mario, because it's not going to look good compared to Mario. So you got to make it to where it sounds better or fair, to be fair, right? You got to do that. But I don't, like I said, I don't think it counts Kirby. I don't know if like, I need to see the sales. I need to see it. I need to see what year after a month. I need to see what Kirby and the Forgotten Land was at. Compare, like I need to see it, because I don't think they've got digital sales with their they don't got digital sales. So I think it's weird. I don't think the game outsold Kirby and the Forgotten Land in the first month in Europe. I don't think it did, but that's just me. That's just me. I think that they what's it called, that they did not include Kirby, even though he says that they included Kirby. I don't think he included Kirby. I think they put Kirby into a action platformer and they separated it from Astro. I mean, nobody's gonna know the numbers. It's freaking NDA'd, so nobody can really check them on that. They could lie. I'm not saying that they are, but they could. Who knows? I mean, everybody's not truthful. Just because somebody works in the media does not mean that they're truthful about everything. There could be like a little white lie here or there, and I think potentially Kirby was removed. I think Kirby was removed and said it's more of an action adventure game with some platforming elements, more so than it just being a platformer and putting it in the same bracket as Astro. That's just my own personal opinion. So yeah. No, it's all good, Moonsong. Just head to bed. It's all good. We have a private Discord. We have a private Discord for subs and all that, subs and mods. But we do not have a public Discord. Maybe I will make one though in the future. But yeah, just go ahead and head to bed. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you. Appreciate the Twitch fam. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. I guess it'd be better if they specify a timeline and sample size in their headline. But like, but that ain't Dring's fault. He's just providing the facts. Yeah, but they quoted what Dring had to say here. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But he said it just has a strong start for the genre. So a strong start for the genre. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Good night, Moonsong. So much for a game that is often called platformer, better than 3D Mario. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to sell like Mario, guys. It ain't going to sell like Mario. Like, nobody expected Astrobot to sell anywhere near like Mario. Nobody expected that. Nobody expected that. I know I didn't expect it, you know. So I know I didn't expect it. So yeah. Oh, did you guys hear this? Nintendo suing a man who streamed leaked Nintendo Switch games, taunted the company after channel takedowns, and said he could do this all day. Some people this is how you know no father. No, absolutely no strong male influence in your life. Not even a father. Some people don't grow up with a father, but no strong male influence in your life at all when you do stuff like this. That's how you know somebody was not raised with a strong male influence in their life. Like as a man, I'm not saying as a woman, it's a bit different how you're raised, blah, blah, blah. There's other things that can happen without a strong male influence. But for men, stuff like this, like your dad is supposed to teach you pride and being humble and knowing when to not poke the bear. That's the best thing that a dad can teach you to do. Honesty, respect, and knowing not when to you F around and find out. That's the thing that your dad is supposed to teach you. And people who do stuff like this absolutely had no strong male influence or no father in their life. It's clear. Now you can still make other mistakes, which Everybody has. Nobody's perfect, but these are the type of things that will get you in trouble at a large scale because you're too stupid because you did not have somebody telling you, hey, calm down, be humble. Like, stuff like this doesn't even cross my mind to do. I've done a lot of dumb things in my life, but stuff like this does not cross my mind because my dad taught me, like, the one thing, like, you F around, you're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to certain things. Only mess with somebody that you're bigger than. If you're gonna mess with somebody and be wrong, break the law or be wrong, you better make sure that you can body that person. Do not let that person be bigger than you. That's one thing that my dad taught me. Like, hey, you're gonna mess with somebody, you better make sure that you can handle business because you're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get bodied. And this person clearly, either their dad's message went right over their head, or they clearly did not have somebody helping them. Because that's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my life. Sit there taunting them and all that, streaming games, and oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. Nintendo's like a crazy suing company. They will sue anything, you know. So yeah, it's dumb. Let's see. Can confirm. Had no dad, poked many bears. I mean, exactly. It's the tough truth, you know. It's the tough truth, you know. Anyway, whatever. That's that. Well, the bots were basically just like the stars from Mario. Yeah, they kind of were. Well, no, because the stars from Mario, you actually have to do something to, like, the stars are based around the levels, right? Like, they're based around certain things. But, like, the bots and, well, no, the Astrobots it's a little bit like the same. A little bit. No, it's kind of like the same. Kind of, but not really, but kind of, you know? Let's see here. Power looks at them first time. I know, seriously. Let's see here. Not in this day and age, too many people not fighting fair. What does that mean, Devon? That sounds like YouTubers like Mudahar, any grifting YouTubers that often bash Nintendo, anti-consumer. No, that's not Mudahar. Mudahar just talks on his YouTube channel. He doesn't really do anything. I disagree with that. They said y'all can fight. If any of y'all want to fight, you have to fight me. Got bodied. We're about to get bodied. OJ, do you think Street Fighter 6 could land on Switch 2? Yes, I do. Hey, what's up, Angel Page? Welcome. Hey, what's up, Gustavo? Welcome to the stream, brother. Will the leaker better take a run, or Nintendo will call the ninjas? I think at this point it's time to just completely change your identity and, like, move to a different country. That's what I would do. If I ever got sued, I'm just like, all right, I'm done. If I ever got sued like this, I'm just gonna change my identity and move to somewhere else, move to somewhere in Africa, and just change my identity and be like, yeah, it's not me running this page, but, you know, I sound and look like the guy that used to run this page, but I'm no longer that person. And if I'm there, they can never find me, bro. That's the cool thing about Africa. Like, you ain't getting me there, bro. I'ma just take some money. I'ma just go there because, you know, the conversion rate, like, American money worth way more. So I'ma just take a bulk of money. I'ma just move there. I'm like, yeah, I'm still streaming, but I'm over here. Like, there's no extradition or, like, stuff like that with America. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm chilling. You ain't gonna do nothing to me over here. That's what I'll do, bro. If ever somebody ever caught me like that, I'm out. I'll take my whole family over there. I'm like, I'm moving. Yeah, but those are grifty anti-Nintendo YouTubers gonna go defend the dude that say how wrong is Nintendo for suing the man. Well, we'll see what they say. I don't know what they'll say, to be honest. Rather fight someone who think it can beat me, because when I beat them, it's an ego and confidence boost. God will punish me picking on someone I know I can't beat unless they're BS. No, what I'm saying is that if you're going to be wrong, if you're gonna purposely do something wrong, you better make sure that you can handle that. If you want to fight somebody that's bigger or better than you, and you know that they are, and you still do it, you're a moron. Like, you're just not smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're an idiot. And I'm not trying to be mean, but if you mess with people that can beat you up or shoot and kill you or body you in court, you're an idiot. Like, if you know and you poke the bear, you're an absolute idiot, which there are. There are many people who have lost their life that have got messed up because they poked the bear of somebody that completely outclasses them in everything. Whether it's business and you're trying to one-up somebody and they find out, then they completely bury you, or it's in anything else. Whether it can be sports, you're trying to get the upper hand on someone and you're not knowing your limitations, you're not very smart, you know? So your dad usually teaches you that. That can come from your mom too. Your mom can also teach you that, but your dad usually teaches you, hey, don't pick fights that you can't win. That's what your dad will tell you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's coming after you, defend yourself. Okay, but don't pick a fight with someone that you can't win. In this case, he's picking a fight with someone he can't beat. You can't beat, in terms of you doing something wrong, you can't beat Nintendo in court as a singular individual with no money like that. You can't do that, so you probably shouldn't poke the bear. Nintendo with the $5. Ninja Peach.
We're on a suing streak this year. No one is safe from us.
No
We've
one's
gone
safe.
after small people, emulator makers, and companies like Pocket Pair. We even have word that God has their hands on our unreleased Switch 2 Ultra Pro. Time to go sue God now. BRB.
Yo, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Combo breakers, let's go. 3 away from a 30-minute extension. Let's get it. Shoutouts, thank you so much, Nintendo. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all kind of on one. That's true. Y'all on one today. I gotta agree. Y'all definitely on one today. So yeah, man. It is what it is. Oh man, it is what it is. Let's go. Big love. All right. So anyway, on at least 50 occasions in the last 2 years, the defendant has streamed gameplay footage of pirated copies of at least 10 different Nintendo games without authorization, all before those titles were released to the public. All these streams were unauthorized and all compromised Nintendo's legitimate pre-release marketing. They also promote and encourage downloading of pirated copies of unpublished games. Defendant streams often consist merely of him playing Nintendo's leaked games without commentary for extended periods of time. So they're trying to make sure that they get around the whole fair use thing. When Nintendo's lawyers were creating this in the lab, they're like, oh, fair use. Okay, let's add that in there real quick. Gotta get around that. Oh, well, he doesn't talk for extended periods of time. Let's see here. Keelan could be down 7.5 million as Nintendo is pursuing 150,000. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hey yo, 150,000 per each copyright infringement. Hey yo, hold up, bro. 150K? As stated above, yeah, it's time to go, bro. Keelan stream pirating, yeah, it's time to go, brother. On at least 50 occasions in the last 2, it's time to go to Africa. It's time to learn a different. It's time to Carmen San Diego. It's time to learn. It's time to wear a red trench coat and glasses and just. It's time, brother. If I were you, I'm out. Like dead ass. I ain't paid no 7.8. This man's kids will be paying that debt. I ain't paying no 7.8. Hell no. It's time. If this was me, seriously, I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, look, guys, get your stuff ready. We're gonna put together an exit plan. We're gonna be going to some part of Africa. Not gonna say when or where. I'm going to be calling up people that I know. I'm like, hey, where can you get me set up? I'm going to take whatever I got. You know what I'm saying? Sell whatever I don't need, whatever I got. Bro, I'm selling everything. We're just going to roll there with a nice international bank account. You know what I'm saying? Nice international bank account. Get everything set up there. And I'm just heading there. I'll still work and do all that, but at least I'll be safe there because there's no, they're not going to come after me there. Or at least, I mean, they're going to still say like, oh, you owe the money, but I ain't going to no courts, nothing there. You know, so yeah, I ain't dealing with that, bro. The hell nah, he's cooked. Oh man, he's cooked. 150K? Dang, that's crazy. I doubt they'll get that. They won't get 7. I mean, you know, they never know. They might get that, bro. Speaking on which, Mudar uploaded a video on Power World lawsuit update. Something tells me Power World. Something tells me no. The Power World lawsuit, which I talked about before, but it seems ridiculous. I don't think. I said this before. I don't think Nintendo should have done it. And I think that Nintendo might lose that case now because the update is that some of the patents, which I don't know how the laws work with it, but it seemed like some of the patents and all that were filed after the release of Power World, not beforehand. It was filed some, maybe not all. Like I said, I don't know all the details. I don't really care about all the details with the case. But yeah, I think that's probably what he's talking about. That's what I did see on Twitter. But yeah, but I think Nintendo's gonna lose I think Nintendo might lose the case if that is the case. If the patents or some of the patents were filed after the game came out, or whatever the case is. Like I said, I don't know all the details, but that's what some people were saying online. Some people are saying, no, that's not true. So whatever, right? Like I said, I'm not really looking into it. I don't really care. They'll do whatever they want to do. But I said, personally, I said from the very beginning, I said Nintendo probably shouldn't have sued them. I think they should have just let it ride. I mean, the Pokemon trading card game, there's what, 30 million downloads already? I mean, like, people are going to still play Pokemon. I don't really see the need to do all that. You know, personally, I don't really see the need to do all it, but that's just me. Yeah, Power also is ridiculous. They have more to lose than Power at this point. Yeah, exactly. I think they should have left it alone. But I already said that, so there's not really anything else for me to add. Like, you know, when it comes, I'm not a lawyer either, so I don't know the law stuff. Like, I don't know all the intricate details of patents and all that. Just let it play out, and then once the results are done, then I can comment on it. But I'm not gonna be doing it like step by step or play by play commentary on all the legal stuff, because I just don't know all the legal stuff, like with patents and all that. I'm not well versed in that, you know. I just want to talk about this because I thought it was funny, and then I started making jokes about it. So clearly, I'm making jokes. I'm saying if it was me, I'm gonna, you know, I'm moving, you know. So yeah. Also, only happened because people kept sending Nintendo inquiries earlier this year. Then only responded because people emailed them. I don't know if that was the case. I think they were probably gonna look at it regardless. Well, the lawsuit is in Japan, so I'd say likely Nintendo will win, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, like, this is the reason why. See, this is the reason why I don't like to comment on this type of stuff, because I didn't even freaking think about that. Yeah, like, Japan's a bit different with how they're like, I don't know Japan's copyright lawsuits and all. Like, see, that's why I don't really comment on it like that, you know? That's why I don't really comment on it, because I don't really know. Let's see here. I agree, I don't understand it, but I think they have something. We'll see. Yeah, we'll wait and see them. Once we actually see what's going on, then I can comment on it more. Astrobot sales seem quite dire, but maybe if the game wins Game of the Year, I don't think it's dire. I think the game sales are actually pretty good for what it is. It's not a bad thing. It's not bad. It's not bad. In my opinion, I don't think it's like a bad, you know, it's like, oh my God, this game is selling so terrible, you know? So yeah. In my opinion, at least. But it is what it is. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you can't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Dire 1.5 small team. Yeah, exactly. 1.5 small team overall. You know, so it's not too bad. And even if they lose, they can reappeal. Remember, Nintendo lose the lawsuit 3DS, but they reappeal years later. Yeah. Whatever happens, man. That's the legal stuff. That's for them to take care of. I'm worried about the actual games and playing and all that good stuff. So I don't really care about that. They'll let them handle that, man. So I don't really know all the law stuff. Got to go with Russell. Where did Russell Simmons go to? Some country like in Asia or something like that. Some type of island out there by the Bahamas, or some country out, some little island outside of Asia or by Asia. Oh man, dude. The whole Mario Bali. Yeah, I'm going to Africa, bro. I'm going to Africa's sweet, man. You take that American, you take them dollars and you start converting it. I mean, yeah, the money's worth nothing, but you can get a lot of it if you start converting. So I'm heading there. I'm straight up heading there, brother. I am not staying, because I am not going to court against Nintendo for 7.5 million. That is crazy. That just sounds like a death march, bro. It sounds like a you know, just end life right there, bro. Nah, I ain't doing all that. I ain't going there and getting cooked in front, like, with who? With what representation? I'm gonna have Better Call Saul next to me. I'm gonna have some budget Better Call Saul. I got experience. Some knockoff Better Call Saul lawyer defending me, bro. They're not only are they gonna take 7.5 million. Somehow I'm gonna get charged with stuff that other black people did. Like, it's gonna be even worse. If I went to court, I'd be like, oh, and they're gonna be like, oh, you're arraigned on the murder of this person. I'm like, wait a minute, we're just doing court. Like, yeah, well, you know, you should have got better representation. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna start getting tagged for stuff I didn't even do. Hell no, I ain't taking that chance. I ain't taking that chance. They're gonna start tagging me with stuff that ancestors did and stuff like that. You were on this land. You drank from the non-colored from the non-colored fountain 30, 40, 100 years ago. I'm like, what the hell? I had nothing to do with that. They're gonna start tagging you with things that never even happened in your lifetime when you're black. Hell no. I'm out. I'm out. I don't ask me if the glove fits. Let me ask you a question, sir. Did you play football in 19? Let me ask. You look like a football player, sir. Did you play football in 1980, 85? Let me ask you a question, sir. Did you go to the University of Southern California? I'm like, no. I mean, I lived in Southern California. There it is. Lock him away. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. We got him. Let me ask this straight. Do they call you OJ online? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's just a nick. I knew it. You ain't got. I knew it. They're gonna start tagging you with stuff you ain't never did, bruh. That's what they do, bruh. They start out with one thing, and all of a sudden it turns into perjury, surgery. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of stuff. They start just adding on things, bruh. Hell no. You can't catch me. I'm gone. Oh man, I'm gone. So says not this again. Good night. Wait, hold up, B Queen. What's wrong? We just making some jokes. We just making some jokes. We're just making some jokes. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun. Hold up. All right, we'll change topics if we need to change topics. I was just having a little bit of fun. I was just joking around. I didn't want people to take it so seriously. Like take my whole like me making like it's like lawsuit stuff. It's so boring, you know. It's so boring. Let's see here. You did it when you were 3 years old. Guilty. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's move on to topics. I know some people might be upset. Let's move on topics. Let's get to the next thing. Square Enix doubling down on AAA multi-platform releases. So there was a what's it called? There was a Yoshi P. He's talked about this, and he actually discussed in a recent interview that that he's going to be doing more multi-platform releases, or at least Square Enix is going to be doing that. Now they doubled down on it. Now we already know that Square Enix, and I know a lot of people, this was like a big thing, right? We had Junior coming here arguing with me, and all the PlayStation fans and people on Spawncast, and I'll sit there getting mad at what I was saying. But this is the truth. Yoshi P himself, Final Fantasy 16 man himself, he has straight up said that they are going to be doing more multi-platform, that they're pretty much done. So it was already a done deal. But now it's even going to be more. You know, now it's even going to be more at this point. So yeah, multi-platform seems to be like it's going to be something that they're going to be doing more. They're doubling down on it. Yoshi P talked about it again. Obviously, you have stuff that recently came out. Romancing Saga, you know, that was multi-platform. I mean, no Xbox, but you guys, I mean, whatever, right? And then you've got, what other stuff? Octopath Traveler, that's down on everything. Octopath Traveler 2, and I think 1 is down on everything. So they're even going back to some games that were not multi-plat and doing multi-plat for them. So I think that going forward, like the big games that we see, like I'd expect there to be Switch 2. Like I'd expect there, like I think that the next major Final Fantasy game is going to be on Switch 2 as well. Like I'd expect that. So we'll see. We'll definitely see for sure. We'll definitely see for sure. What do you guys think about that when it comes to the multi-platform releases for Square Enix? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. And of course, if you guys got questions, feel free to tag me at Player Essence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions, except for lawsuit stuff. Don't ask me any questions on that. We're done with that. Don't ask me any lawsuit question stuff, guys. I don't want to upset anybody. You know, I want to make sure everybody's cool. So, and I get it. We got beat over the head with the whole lawsuit stuff and all that. So, no more lawsuit stuff. Let's let it play out, and then we can talk about it once we actually know what's going on. And I will not make any more crazy lawsuit jokes. So basically, Square Enix say that they will continue to be lenient to Western AAA gamers rather than RPG non-gamers, gamers, JK. I think basically what they're going to be doing now, Monado, all joking aside, I think they're going to be doing just more multi-platform, and I think it's going to be more focused on what can actually sell in Japan and in the US, like both. So it's a great thing, in my opinion. Some obscure Square titles get more people. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good overall, for sure. Square Enix lost itself. Asano and Dragon Quest team are doing the heavy lifting. I mean, we gotta get. I mean, Dragon Quest is coming, right? Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake is coming. So that's coming up. Next up, you know, you're looking at a lot of different type of things, overall, for Square Enix that could be very vital to be multi-platform. So yeah. Let's see. I'm hyped for it. Yes, sir. I don't know how they're gonna put FF16 level graphics on a handheld. Well, I mean, Switch 2, it's a hybrid, so it's not necessarily just a handheld. And on top of that, like, Final Fantasy 16 can run on the Steam Deck. So, I mean, I guess it's already technically on a handheld. I mean, because it can run on a Steam Deck. So, I mean, it's already been done, and it can run on the Aeon Neo, or it can run on a what's it called, what's that thing called? What's that PC handheld called? ROG Ally. It can run on a ROG Ally. So yeah. Let's see. It can barely run on a Steam Deck. Yeah, I know, but it can run on a ROG Ally though. It can run on a Steam Deck. It wasn't made for Steam Deck though. If it was actually made for Steam Deck, or if they actually took the time to actually optimize it, they probably could get it running way better if they actually took the time. MSI Claw, whatever the case is. This Switch 2 thing, it's going to have some stuff that Steam Deck does not have in order to make games run better. So, and also newer other platforms going forward. Plus, you also have to factor in, we don't know what hybrid technology they're going to be using as well. So, obviously, like when you dock the system, higher clocks, more resolution, whatever the case is, right? Like, we got to wait and see the technology behind it. I mean, Doom Eternal has no business. Like, honestly, Doom Eternal has no business running on the Switch. Like, it has zero business running on the Switch. There's actually a number of games that have zero business running on the Switch, but if they actually take the time to make it on there, then they can do it. Steam Deck is not, and ROG Ally, these are not actual devices that are made for like handheld gaming. They're not. They're just portable PCs, and they run things like PCs. So it's not an optimized type of thing. Now, some developers do go in and optimize for Steam Deck, or they say plays great on Steam Deck. I don't know how much they actually did. I think it just plays. It's just there. And then they just say it, because I've seen plays great on Steam Deck, and then I play it. It does not play great on Steam Deck. Like it feels wonky. It feels like it should be on a PC. It does not feel like it was built for portable play. And I'm not talking about frame rate and all. I'm just talking about like it just feels wonky, like in the menus and stuff like that. So yeah. Speaking of FF16, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is gonna smoke FF16 by a country mile as well, even though it's not saying much. I don't know if it's gonna Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is gonna smoke FF16. What, in sales? No, I don't think so. I don't think it will. Bro. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is not gonna smoke Final Fantasy 16 in sales. Hell no. I don't think so. If you're talking about sales, no way. Absolutely not. Cyberpunk 2077 has Steam Deck specific graphics settings. Okay, there you go. So they actually did it for the Steam Deck. And I was one of those dudes who thought Xenoblade Chronicles X was a better RPG than FF15. Xenoblade Chronicles X is better than FF15. I think it is. I think if you look back at what people, I think it is. Personally, I think it is. But I mean, not more people play Final Fantasy 15. More people just played it. Final Fantasy is bigger than Xenoblade. Like, there's no question. Final Fantasy is way more popular. No, I wasn't talking about. Okay, you're not talking about. Okay, if you're talking about like what gameplay, I mean, it's subjective. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is probably gonna review. It's probably gonna review better. I mean, but you can have your own opinion, sure. Like if you think it's better, then that's fine. Just like if somebody thinks Final Fantasy 16 is better than Xenoblade, that's fine too. Like at the end of the day. Let's see. As a game, Xenoblade is better than FF. Sales, why? There's not yet, but just 2 million difference at this point. Given how, I mean, like FF16 has sold what 3 point something million, probably maybe 4 million right now, right? Like they haven't given us an update, but I'm guessing it's probably like around 4 million, like with the PC release and everything, and like sales and discounts that we've gotten. I'm guessing it's probably like around either 4 million or 4 million plus, right? So maybe more. So yeah, I don't see any Xenoblade game, at least not on Switch 1, Switch 2 maybe, but I think Xenoblade has a chance depending on what they do. I think Xenoblade 2, like Xenoblade Switch 2, Xenoblade on Switch 2, there you go, has a opportunity to sell really well, or at least way better than what Xenoblade like 3 and Xenoblade 2 sold on the Switch. I have to ask, 'cause I remember the price jumping up with Xbox 360 backwards compatible was announced for the one. What price? Let's see, OJ, with the announcement of Switch PC, did we see any Switch games jump in price? Nah, I didn't see anything. Let's see, but in long-term sales, Xenoblade is going up, FF is going down. But that's only because FF is only going down because of the platform is in today's modern day, the platform exclusivity. And yes, I know that Nintendo has platform exclusivity with Xenoblade, but that's different because that's a first-party game compared to Final Fantasy being not always a first-party game, being a multiplat. Like FF15 was multiplat, right? Like FF13 was multiplat, but then FF16 is not. FF7 Rebirth is not, but then other games are. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Xenoblade has always been exclusive. Final Fantasy has not. So it's hard to sit there and try to compare the two, what it's going to be like in the future, because in the future, Final Fantasy is going to be multiplat, and it's going to probably be on Switch 2 as well. Like they're probably going to make the game on Switch 2. Like the next Final Fantasy game, I'd be shocked if the next new Final Fantasy game is not Switch 2, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Like I'd be shocked, because by then there's going to be a bigger install base in Japan for the Switch 2. They're going to try to see if they can make it on there as well. They're going to try, you know. I think it's going to be very much like we saw back in the day. Back in the day, we used to see the way that gaming back in the day was crazy. They would make versions for everything. They would make, and the versions would be different. Like on Super Nintendo and Genesis, like I think that there's an opportunity, or there's a chance that we're gonna see, like we even see now in today's day, that we see a lot of differences between versions of games. But it could even be more drastic depending on like what the next PlayStation is and what the next Xbox is and all that. So, so yeah, so Switch 2 won't be powerful enough. We'll see about that. We will see about that, because the same people that are telling me this is not gonna run, this is not gonna run, this is not gonna run, and then all of a sudden all the games start coming out like Skyrim. People said that's, believe it or not, people said Skyrim can't run on the Switch. People were saying that Doom can't run on the Switch. People were saying that The Witcher 3, there's no way in hell. One guy said he will end his life. An actual, I wouldn't say a popular content creator, but he was a pretty kind of like somewhat popular troll on Twitter, said he would end his life if Witcher 3 could run on the Switch. And people were saying it can run at any resolution. He said it can't even run. And then it got announced. Dude changed his whole life. Deleted his account, and he just basically changed up everything. He made a new account. He turned into a different troll. But there was a guy that was like that. So yeah, that's what we heard before. So we'll see. We don't know the specs of the Switch 2. We don't know the technology of it. We don't know everything. So to sit there and say right now it's not going to be able to do this or that based off of what? You don't make games, you know? Like you don't make games. You don't make games. You're not a developer. You don't make games. You don't know tech. You don't know anything. You're just going off of what people say online. And that was the major problem that we had before the Switch launched. People just saying stuff online. And then when they do it, oh well, they start making new excuses. What's the next excuse now, you know? So let's see here. I'm telling you, man, people literally said Switch can't run it can't run Skyrim Definitive, like the Skyrim, the PS4 version. They said it's the PS3 version or it's the Xbox 360 version because Switch can't run the PS4, Xbox One version of Skyrim. That's literally what people were saying. And I kid you not. I kid you not. They were saying it's the 360 version, even though literally it was not. You can tell in the footage that it was not the 360 version. You can tell that it was the PS4, Xbox One footage. But they're saying it was fake footage. They're saying that's not the real footage. They were just using something else. Okay, fair enough, you know? Oh my god, yes. And Jazzy's absolutely right. So they were let's see here. But OJ, Switch can't run. They were saying that Switch can't run Persona 3. Or sorry, Persona 5. They were saying that the Switch is not powerful enough to run Persona 5. All I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that Switch 2 is going to be some type of super beast powerful. Stop just saying it can't run when you don't develop games. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, stop saying that it can't be done. It's not happening when you've never made a game. You don't know how to develop games. And you're just saying stuff based off of what you think. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because then when it does happen, then what? So if it does happen, or if the game does come and they got a way for it to work like they did many times on Switch, or even like they did back in the day, like on Game Boy or on the, you know, on at Game Boy Advance, you would see crazy, stupid, crazy games that were like, wait a minute, how'd they get that running on there? Why'd they do that? You know, DS, whatever, PS3, Vita, or not, sorry, not PS3, PS Vita, whatever the case is. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, it's weird when people say it's not going to do that. Based off of what? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait and see. Like, at least just wait and see. That's all I'm trying to say. Because then when you're wrong, then what? They're going to be like, oh, well, I didn't know. No, you didn't want to know. You didn't want to know. You had no interest in knowing, you know? You had no interest in actually knowing. You just said whatever came to your mind or what other people were saying, you know? Let's see. Persona 5 was a PS3 game. I was honestly shocked it took so long for them to release it on Switch. Well, it took so long for them to release it on everything. They wanted to do a multi-platform strategy with it, so they waited and did a multi-platform strategy with it. So it took a long time for them to release it on anything outside of PlayStation. PC, Xbox, Switch, took forever. Considering the game came out in 2017. Let's see. Nowadays, it's well established how stupid the general public is. Oh my gosh. So yeah, man. My personal favorite is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Fighters will be 30 frames per second. Oh yeah, I remember that. I actually won some money. Well, it was supposed to be $100 or it was $50 off of Cook. Remember, guys, remember Cook? Cook? That guy was like, literally, I was looking on my second screen at someone in the media or someone, a source, that told me, that showed me actual footage of Dragon Ball Fighters on the Nintendo Switch. And we were discussing it on stream years ago, back in like 2018, before E3 that year. And this guy was adamant that Dragon Ball Fighters cannot run on the Switch. Was not coming to Switch. I was like, all right, let's bet. And he was like, all right, let's bet. And we bet. And it was funny because I was looking right at the footage. I'm like, this is just free money. I was literally like, the person showed me the freaking game. They showed me the game. They showed me everything with it, you know? And they're like, oh yeah, it's probably going to be announced around E3 or it's going to be announced like middle of the year, like something like that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's coming. So I was pretty confident that Dragon Ball Fighters was coming. But at that time, there were people saying it can't run. It can't this and that. Remember, this was before Smash Brothers 2, I think. So it was funny. It was funny. Back then, a lot of people said, oh, well, since it's not announced, that means it's not coming or it can't run. That's what people would say. Like with games that clearly could be on the Switch. They would say, it's not coming. They would say, whatever, right? That was like, that was like the whole first 4 years of the Switch. The first 3 or before people just stopped caring and just games just would not come. People were like, okay, whatever. Just if it didn't come, it didn't come. But back then, it was like, oh, if it's not here, it can't run. It's not this, it's not that. And it was just funny. Like a lot of these games were like, ran on Xbox One, PS4, like probably could have been PS3 or Xbox 360 games, you know? 2D fighting games. So yeah. Let's see. Now people say Switch can't run Xenoblade X properly. Say no exploders. Some people are. I did see that, but Xenoblade Chronicles X ran at 720p, 30 frames per second on the Wii U. So Switch is much more capable system in terms of just technology. So if they optimize it, it could easily run it. It's probably going to run at 1080p, 30 frames per second. I think they're going to cap it at 30. I think they probably can do it uncapped and it can be all over the place, but they'd probably just cap it at 30 for the game. Maybe with a few dips in certain spots, but it ran pretty stable. Overall on Switch. I think Switch could have ran Persona 3 Reload, but they decided to do it on Switch 2 because it'd be a much easier port to do. Hey, what's up, That Set? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Super Christian Mirror with the $1 dono says those trolls are full of shit. To say they're gonna take a dirt nap with Witcher 3 runs on Switch is so wild. So what the hell are they gonna down heaven or down below? Anyway, they're the type 2. There's 2 types of developers: game devs and pretend devs. They're the pretend ones. Yeah, armchair developers. Yeah, thank you for the $1 dono. I appreciate that, Super Christian Miro. Appreciate you, brother. Like always. Appreciate you. Shout outs to Bad Set. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Let's see here. Switch. But it's all good. PS4 Master Race with the $2 says Xenoblade will look better on the superior console, the PS4. Xenoblade would look pretty crazy on PS4. Oh man, let's go. But it's a first party IP, so unfortunately, you'll get nothing. Here's what you will get. Here's what you will get. You'll get this. You'll get
Overclock
30-minute
Buster!
extension. Let's go. Shoutouts, guys. I appreciate that. Let's get it. So yeah. Actually, switch it up. Witcher 3 sold over 1 million on the Switch. Those are the old numbers. The new numbers have Witcher 3 over, I think, like 1.2 or 1.2, 1.3 million on Switch. But those are also old numbers too. Let's see. I heard some people say they were worried about Switch running Marvel Collection, Marvel 2. Some people still talk nonsense. Yeah, this is just people that are weird, dude. Just really weird people. Yo, Shaw X with the big $10 super chat. Ciao, hey yo. It says, "What up, big homie? Got the weekend off. I can finally catch up on Metaphor. Hallelujah." Let's go, man. Hey yo, just saw the update. Yeah, we already talked about the update on Power World and legal battle. I'm not really gonna be covering it too much, just because I don't know legal stuff, and too many times people are correcting me about things. So I'm just gonna wait till the legal battle is done. And then I'll talk about it once we actually know, once it's done and all that. But I'm not going to be going over it like, talk about this and that. I just don't know legal stuff enough. I sound like a complete buffoon. Somebody had to correct me that it's just in Japan. And I was like, oh, you know. I was like, oh, where copyright's like way more straight, like crazier. So I'm not going to, I think it's time for me to retire. And on top of that, if you go back to my first live stream talking about the legal thing, I completely got what was wrong about what they were even being sued for and all that. And that whole stream, I sound like a complete moron. So I think I'm going to retire myself from serious legal discussion. I'll make jokes every now and then, but I think I'm going to retire myself from serious legal discussion, because I went back and watched that stream and I sound like a complete idiot. So yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to retire from the legal discussion talk. At least until I know what's actually happening. And to be honest, not to be fair, to be honest, I didn't really talk about the whole Activision thing. Like, I didn't talk a lot about that. I was just kind of like, just let it happen, whatever. I didn't talk about that a lot either. Jazzy Jefferson with another $10 dono and says Switch can't run RE Engine games. Then Monster Hunter Rise happened and they looked the other way. Well, yeah. Very specific situation with that, Jazzy. But yes, I agree with you. Shout out to the JoJo boys coming in late. Shaw X and Jazzy Jefferson with the multiple $10 donos. Let's get you guys up on the board. We got a 3-way tie. Yo, go straight. Let's get it. Shout outs. I appreciate you guys. And I mean that because the song is called Go Straight from Streets of Rage. That's what I mean. Don't get the wrong idea. So shout outs to Jazzy. Let's see here. Jazzy J and Mr. Shaw X. Y'all out here on JoJo Friday. Let's do it. I haven't played the JoJo animation, but I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. Nobody can stop me. No one's gonna stop me. Let's go. Hey. Yeah, I'll probably do Black Keely this year. I'll probably do it. I don't have any jokes, though. I don't have any jokes lined up. I got to really start thinking about some jokes, bro. Like, last year was funny because last year was hilarious. The Miss Click bit and the Josie bit was so good. I still laugh at that right now. But yeah, I don't have any jokes, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think I'm out. I think I might I don't know. I don't have any jokes. Shout outs to Jazzy Jefferson. Shout outs to Shaw X. And guess for the donos. Let's get it. Overclock's on the board too. Let's get it. Overclock. We gotta get that. We'll definitely
Overclock Buster!
Let's see here. So yeah. Let's see. Now Switch Pro rumors stop. Now Switch 2 replace them. Yeah, pretty much. That's just what it was. That's what happened. We went from Switch Pro to Switch 2. Wow! Wow! Let's see here. Nick93 with the 999 is excited to try more games on the Pro. So far, been pretty good. Felt like I always had to sacrifice quality for performance on OG. If I'm not playing 30 if 60's there, thanks for the stream, bro. Hey, thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, man. Like, I'm so glad. I'm happy that people are seeing value in the PS5 Pro. Like, I've watched some more videos on it, and yeah, it's definitely a good thing for people who wanted that extra little bit of performance. You know, I'm just a little bit wary of spending, you know, $800. You know, this if Sony's gonna have a new system out, you know, in 2 to 3 years. Like, I don't know if I feel like I should spend that on that. I can just take that and spend it on other things, spend it on, you know, whatever else, supporting people that support, you know, my numerous aliases that I that I support other content creators under, because I get too embarrassed when they start saying my name and all that, like, so my numerous aliases that I have, and other things, I'd rather just do something else with it, but yeah, absolutely. Shout outs, man. I'm glad that you're happy with it. It's good. It's a good thing. You know what else is a good thing? That is another, you know what time it is. JoJo, let's get it. Big love to the JoJo Fridays. Let's go. Big love. Thank you, Nick 92. Thank you for the, oh my goodness. We out here tonight, guys. We out here with the JoJos. 4 JoJos tonight. I'm still going to stream for like another maybe 30 minutes. Probably about less than that. I think I got to bounce around 3:20 my time or so. So we still got some more time to stream. So if you guys have questions, comments, whatever the case is, feel free to drop them in the chat. We're going to get into random Q&A. Not at this point, so feel free to let me know what you guys want to talk about. I want to switch micro. Little baby hands, Baked Apple. Baby hands. I'm beyond thankful that the Switch 2 is backwards compatible. I mean, I already knew it was going to be. There was no question. Hey, OJ, does Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition smoke any of the numbered Xenoblade Chronicles games in sales? No, because it was only on the Wii U. It's actually, I think, the worst selling. Out of all the main Xenoblade games, that's the worst selling game out of all of them. But it's on the Wii U, so, yeah. Like, if you want to talk about, like, in terms of individual version of each game, yeah, like, yeah, it doesn't, no, it's the worst selling one. But it's, the Wii U only sold 13 million units, so it was never going to be, like, a crazy sell. But I think it almost hit 1 million. So that's good for like a big JRPG, like a hardcore JRPG on the Wii U. You know, there's like none. So no, I haven't grabbed the Turtles game yet, CBH. I have not. I want to hear your wife say "whoa" again. That was wild. Couldn't stop laughing. She's with my boy, man. So they're playing. She's taking care of the boy today. I took care of the boy yesterday, really. Yesterday and the day before, so she's doing it. It's her day off, so she's just enjoying time with our boy. But yeah, maybe if she walks by, she might say whoa. But it was a whoa of opportunity because she was doing laundry. I forgot what she was doing. She went to the garage, and she just said wow as she walked by. So it was a whoa of opportunity, not of purpose, but of opportunity. Let's see. And to this day, even some weird Genshin fans often say Genshin Impact can't run on Switch. They maybe doesn't Genshin Impact run on the Xbox One? It runs on the PS4. It can definitely run. They just don't feel like doing it. His first, listen. If my boy's first words are "whoa," I'm personally blaming Nintendo Prime. If that happens, I'm personally blaming Nintendo Prime. 1 hour mark. We're gonna definitely add that hour on, guys. Let's go. No, Emil. Speaking of Xenoblade. Stream clock destroyed. Now we're going on combo breakers, guys. Bonus streams. We haven't hit a bonus stream yet this week, I think. So if we can get the 100 on the combo board, we can definitely get that bonus stream going. Hey OJ, how you did? Pick up Brothership? I did. I was about to show you guys my copy, but it's in my other room. I did pick up Brothership last night. I took me and my boy, or my boy and me. We went to Best Buy. I took him on a little trip. We got to see all this stuff. Man, he was quiet as a church mouse. He was quiet. This dude's always talking, always saying blah, 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 blah. This dude was as quiet as a church mouse in Best Buy. He was just like, he was just looking at everything. He was just looking at everything, looking at all the games. Like I showed him all the games and everything. He was just like, wow. He looked like he was like amazed. So we went on a little trip together, and I bought the game. I was like, look, it's Mario. It's Mario and Luigi. So yeah, he was amazed. He was just like, wow, like this place is new. Like I don't think I've ever taken him inside Best Buy. So that's why he was just kind of like, you know, and obviously it's a baby, so babies don't go outside much. So whenever you take him outside, he's always like, but at Best Buy, his eyes were like wide open. He didn't say a single word, not a single word. Oh man, what do you think the likelihood Xenosaga gets a remaster now? I think it's likely that we'll see Xenosaga at some point. Boys, oh yeah, he's gonna be a gamer. Absolutely, he's gonna be a gamer. Like video games and like boys is like it's like natural. It's like a baby, you know, that like, you know, licks their lips or puts their fingers in their mouth when they're hungry. To me, video games and boys, even girls too, but like video games and little boys is just like a natural, it's like peanut butter and jelly. Video games and kids, I should not even just say boys, but just video games and kids is just peanut butter and jelly. Whether they become a gamer or not is going to be based off of social circle, parents, all sorts of things. But when you're little, there's nothing cooler than a video game. Like, there's nothing more cool than a video game when you're little, you know? Monolith Soft is not going to bring back Somabringer. Like, that'd be lit if they did, but they're not going to. Talk about the new remake when it comes out. So few got to play on the Wii U. No, it's not going to smoke the other Xenoblade games. I mean, I'd give it a chance at beating out Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Maybe Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I don't think it's going to surpass Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I don't think it's going to smoke any of those games, no. So yeah. Hold up. Okay. Small little sneeze. W Day says, do you think X opens the door for Xenosaga Remastered finally? I don't really think it does, more so than any of the other Xenoblade games, no. But I think they were going to do that anyway. I thought Astrobot sold well. I mean, it sold okay relative to what the game is. Like the fact that it's a, you know, a smaller 3D platformer, linear platformer, it sold okay. And the install base that's buying it, you know. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. If Monolith Soft needs to bring anything, it would be Disaster Day of Crisis. What is that? Is that did RGT hijack your did RGT hijack your what's it called? Hijack your mic there, your account? He's the only person I know that talked about bringing back Disaster Day of Crisis. No, I'd like to see Disaster Day of Crisis like on like if they ever did like a Wii Virtual Console or like a Wii NSO, bring back Disaster Day of Crisis for Wii NSO. You know? Bring back that. I started gaming when I was like 2 or 3. I remember back in the day playing like old school Atari or old school arcade, like ghetto color. Like I remember I had this one thing, bro. It was so ghetto. It wasn't even like a real game. It was like a little box, or it was like a little light gun, and it was like you put something over your TV. What the hell was that thing called? I remember my dad got me that a lot when I'm really little. He got me that. I remember playing that before even Nintendo or nothing. You take things and you put it came like in a box, and you have different games that are sheets of like cardboard or whatever. Like you fit it onto your TV, and then like you play the game that way, bro. It was super ghetto. Let's see here. Elias says, did you see the latest Rage Against Dreamcast guy? Bro, we gotta watch this clip with Dream. Shout out to the homie Dreamcast guy. But this clip, this clip is hilarious, bro. This clip is absolutely hilarious. I did see it, bro, and I was debating whether to talk about it or not. But I mean, I saw the clip, and we've gotta watch this clip. Shout out to the homie Dreamcast guy, bro. This was great. This was great. Y'all gotta watch. This is so good.
I am having a PlayStation 5 Pro delivered today. Big, gigantic thank you to my girlfriend. She bought my PlayStation 5 off me for $500, so I only had to pay $200 for a PlayStation 5 Pro. So thank you, baby. You're a queen. She's never really played PlayStation 5 ever in her life. She's never played any PlayStation, so she's going to buy my PlayStation 5. I'm getting the Pro so we can play Baldur's Gate 3 and stuff together. But, man, I am having a PlayStation...
Wait, I've got so many questions with this clip. And I've got to ask Dreamcast guy the next time that I see him, bruh. I've got so many questions about this clip. First question. Why do you seem so uptight? Like, like he doesn't like. He seems so uptight. Like something like he seems uptight about something. Second question that I have: why did your girlfriend? This is your girlfriend. Why did she buy the system off of you at MSRP, at retail value? I mean, obviously he didn't charge her sales tax. Texas has no sales tax, so whatever. Maybe it's that, right? Or no, Texas has sales tax. They have no state tax, my bad. But their sales tax for things are probably lower than most places. So whatever. You just charged their retail value without tax. But let's just say retail value. You charged your girlfriend retail value for your old 4-year-old PlayStation 5? That just seems so improbable. I'm laughing. Like I said, no hate to G. He's the homie. I'm going to ask him about this. But this just seems so crazy that you would charge your girlfriend MSRP. Your girlfriend. Not your homie. Not your brother or your sister or anything, or like your friend. Your girlfriend. MSRP for an old PlayStation. She could have just went and bought a new PlayStation 5 for that price. And just add a little bit more on for Texas sale. Texas sales tax isn't as high as other places. It's low in terms of compared to everywhere else. So you're not going to pay much more than $500 in Texas for a PlayStation 5. So why so many questions. So many questions. So many questions. Yeah, listen, man. I've had girlfriends before in the past buy me stuff. They did not charge me for whatever. I mean, listen, if it's your girlfriend, you're supposed to just you're supposed to just like give that to your girlfriend. That seems to me like something that you just give to your girlfriend. Like, it's not something I bought my wife. I mean, this is my wife though. I bought my wife a PS5. She still hasn't played it. It's been unplayed for 4 years, but she really wanted one, so I bought her one. You know, that's my wife though. Would I buy? I'd probably buy if I had like a girlfriend. I'd probably buy her. Like if I had a like, you know, back in the day, like if you know, when I had a girlfriend, and if she wanted a PS5, would I buy her one? Probably for like her birthday or for something like. I'd probably buy her one. Yeah. I don't think if I wanted something, I don't think I would. I would sell my old crusty one for MSRP. This clip is hilarious, bro. He seems so upset about it. He seems so upset about it, which is so funny. He seems like because I know he said it was a scam. I think that's the reason why, because he said it was a scam. I think it's because he said it was a scam, you know? I think that's the reason why he seems like he didn't want to do it, you know? Because he was pretty negative on it. I think he even said, don't buy PlayStation 5. I think there was a video I watched from his that said, don't buy the PS5. Like, don't buy it, but then, like, he bought it. Don't buy the PS5 Pro. Like, it's a scam. Like, I made a video on that, right? So I think he made a video saying that. So I think he's trying to justify. I think that's what it is. So that's a Dreamcast guy. You got to do this, though. You got to do it because you got to get those PS5 Pro clicks. You got to do it. Like, even RGT, who said, like, don't buy PS5 Pro, he's like, oh, well, maybe I will. Magically, your mind changes on the day that it comes out. You got to make a video. My friends are great because they'll teach you what videos to make. They'll teach you what videos to make to game the algorithm, bro. You don't even got to do what you're saying. Just make the video. You know, like... So, magically, all of a sudden, well, maybe I want a PS5 Pro. It was really easy to say don't buy a PS5 Pro before it came out. Now that it's coming out, damn, you see those views that are coming. You see those streams that are popping up. Well, gosh darn it. Maybe I will buy a PS5 Pro, you know? Oh my god, he said that. Yeah, then he tweeted out that he got a pre-order. I was like, bro, what you tweet? What you mean? How you gonna make that video and then talk about you got a pre-order? Like I said, I love this, bro. This is so good. Shout outs to the homie Dreamcast guy. Shout outs to RGC. Shout outs to all the homies. This stuff is so good. It's so fun. I don't mean any hate by it. I'm just having a little bit of fun on stream. Big Left the Casual Noob with the $1 dono says, that man says I love you on her birthday by buying his girlfriend a broom for and for Christmas we'll buy her a dustpan. Real stand-up guy. I didn't go that far. I didn't do all that. Who said all that? Said love you, baby. You took my. Why do you gotta do this? Just say it, bro. There's something off about this. Oh my gosh. There's something off about this, guys. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's something off about this. I can't quite put my finger on it, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something off about this whole situation. Oh my gosh. They're like, I love you. What you just say, yo, babe, I love you. Thank you for buying. Like, what's Okay, I'm done, bro. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna lose weight laughing, bro. I don't know. There's something. Shout out to you. Oh man, this is great, bro. This is great. Oh my god, I can't make it make sense, bro. I know he's homie, but goddamn, this is love and cheap. No, it is, bro. Oh my god, it is. It is. Let's see here. We're gonna buy the PS5 Pro. Yeah, you gotta get them views. I mean, if you're a Sony channel, if you like PlayStation the most, you should. I mean, you can make that video, but you gotta give yourself an out in the video. Like, you can't. You got to give yourself a very clear out in the video. It can't be like, oh, I hate it, blah, 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 and then like 2 days later, like, oh, I pre-ordered one. You know, like, oh my gosh, bro, this is great. Let's see, scam this girl to scam himself. It's like when you open up that thing, like when you like those old school cartoons, like when they would shove the gun on one side and it'd come out on the other side of the screen and blow themselves up, or like Elmer Fudd, like the little, you know, or like duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, shoot him. Just blow. Daffy would blow his damn his beak the other way. Blow his damn beak the other way. Y'all remember those cartoons, man? Daffy would just blow himself to smithereens. That stuff was great. They'll never do stuff like that anymore, man. That stuff was awesome. I love those cartoons. I was like, oh, look at that. Oh, he thought it was duck season. Oh, he got him again. You stupid duck. Oh, you silly duck, you. You got tricked by Bugs Bunny again. All he had to say was it was rabbit season, and then you said it was duck season. Yeah, Daffy Duck, let's try it again. Duck season, fire! Or like Elmer Fudd, when Elmer Fudd, he would just like, he just point the gun, he'd just be like, he'd just make like the U, then Elmer Fudd would be like, boom, just blast himself. Yeah, the beak would always be backwards. It was great. It was a great time in history. It was a great time to wake up and be young, when you can wake up and watch the Looney Tunes. It was great. What's the thought process behind it? If he needed justification, he can just say my job or taxes. Why sell to her? It's homie broke. Bro, I don't know. I mean, listen, it's tough times these days, bro. Everybody, you as a YouTuber, you're listen, I'm not trying to get into his pockets or nothing. I'm just saying, me personally, as a YouTuber, your income is always like, woo, all over the place, right? You never know. Like, you do know how much you're gonna have. You can generally look at your views, but like, my views wildly swing. Anybody's views wildly swing. Hold up, 1 second. So people are always looking for ways to save money, regardless of how much you have or what you make. You're always looking for ways to save money or trade in things or whatever. So if you don't need your PS5, then if you can sell your PS5 to get like a PS5 Pro, then I can understand why he would want to sell it to get the PS5 Pro, you know? So yeah, man. So yeah, man, it's all good. Bro, gonna ask for rent money. The moment is get his. The moment is get. I don't think he's gonna have any kids, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think he'll have any. At least not like. Like maybe like a stepchild or something like that. And if he ever settles down with somebody, or depending on who, but I think he dates girls that just don't have kids in general. Just like if the girl has a kid, he probably won't date her. I don't know, but like I said, I gotta talk to Dream. I gotta have Dreamcast guy on for like a discussion. We gotta have him on for a discussion. We gotta talk about. I've gotta get his opinion on that right there, like how that went down. Like, yo, babe, I want to buy the PS5 Pro. Let me sell you my PS5 for full price. Like, you get no discount. You get no discount. I don't care if you're my girlfriend. You could be my freaking blood relative. You know? You get no discount. You get nothing. You guys was like, babe, I love you, but not $500. Love you. I know. I love you, but not for $500. I had to put that. When I saw that on, I put that in my bookmarks, and I thought it was just the funniest thing that I've ever seen, bro. It was just so good. The tag on here was Dreamcast guy sold his PS5 to his girlfriend for $500 to assist in the purchase of a PS5 Pro. This man continues to be a bewildering enigma. That is definitely strange. Oh my gosh. That is it's just funny. I don't care that he did that or not. I just think it's funny. I think it's hilarious, like the way that he said it and all that. Oh my gosh. I just think it was funny. Let's see. I thought GameStop is offering good money for PS5 trade-ins. Fighting Cowboy got a good amount and added 300 USD above it to get that. To get it? Yeah, I think they are, but I think it was like a limited time deal for it. I don't like trading in systems. Ever since the PS3, like, I traded in my PS3 and some of my other systems that I've had in the past. I actually don't like trading in systems. So whenever a new system comes out, if I really want that new system, I'll just buy that new system, even if I have the current system. So I'm not a big fan of trading in. You know, I just personally, maybe I'm gonna wait. Maybe one of these days, maybe Sony in the future makes a PS5 Pro at the same price down the line with the actual disc drive in there, without the optional disc drive. Maybe they actually just do a little modification, and I think that'd be worth it. Maybe I'll pick it up then. But I mean, I thought about trading it in, but I'm like, I don't really like trade-ins. You know, I'm not a big fan of trading stuff in overall. So yeah, that's just me though. That's just me. Oh man, but it's good stuff though. It's good stuff. Shout outs to everybody watching. Thank you guys to all the support today. I'm gonna probably stream for like another couple minutes, guys. We do have to. I'm gonna try to round it out at 2 hours. So I do have to go in just a bit. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your beautiful, awesome, lovely, great Elite Ninja questions. You guys have been goated. You guys are goated. So yeah. I don't like trading. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of trading stuff in, but I mean, I used to be a trader. Back when they actually gave you more credit and all of that, that was great. You know, when they actually gave you more credit and all that type of stuff. So yeah. I already added a 4 terabyte to my base PS5, so it'll be a while before I drop over $700 for another one. Not even 50% more power. Yeah, I mean, you gotta look. I mean, you can look at it as like a numbers game, right? Like, yeah, not 50% more powerful. You're gonna get some nice performance boosts on things, but is it enough for you to take off that hard drive and redo it? I mean, like, yeah, it is what it is, you know. So I mean, like I said, I thought about it, but a lot of the games that I play don't even use the extra power. Like, I think it's a lot of the Western games. Although there is stuff like Stellar Blade, and there is stuff like, you know, there's other games that actually use it that are like Japanese games or Asian games. But to be honest, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm actually excited for to play on PS5 don't even need the PS5 Pro. Like, Metaphor doesn't need it. SMT5 doesn't need it. Unicorn Overlord doesn't need it. Like, most of the games that I like, oh my gosh, okay, that's great on PS5. Like, I don't even need it. Like, Prince of Persia, you know, The Lost Crown, that doesn't need it either. That already runs at 4K 60. That doesn't need it. Like I can look at all the games, even Stellar Blade. Yes, that got a PS5 Pro update, but it runs really good. Like Stellar Blade runs great on the base PS5. Like in performance mode, it does not run bad. So yeah. The CMOS battery being accessible for PS5 Pro is awesome. I don't even know what that is. I don't even care, to be honest. I'm not sure what that is. Let's just pray for the homie because it's going viral right now. Where did you see it at, Elias? Where did you see it at? But I mean, I want to know, is it bigger? Because like this guy that said it on mine, he has like 400 likes. So how viral is the post that you saw? I mean, it might go more viral than it is right now. Let's see here. Imagine Stellar Blade on Switch 2. I mean, I don't think it'd be any. Imagine what's there to imagine? It plays great on PS5. And let's see here. So yeah, back to game. I think I legit think Day of Crisis, Disaster Day of Crisis has potential to current Nintendo a monolith soft leadership. I don't think so, man. Oh man, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one here. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys seriously for being so cool. I love all of you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody that came out to today's stream. Duck season. Thank you guys for. I didn't think there was gonna be 170 or 100 plus people here because I was streaming so much earlier, but looks like I can stream early and people will show up. So, if you haven't seen my most recent video, check it out. I talk about big Nintendo Switch 2 update AAA games. I'll have a video for you guys tonight, probably. I'll have a video for you guys tonight. If I can stream, if I can do a bonus stream tonight, if I actually have the energy and time to stream, I will. But I probably won't, though. So check out my video. I'm working on an Astrobot sales video, going over everything comprehensive. I'm doing that. And I'm also working on a top 25 video. So hopefully we have the Astrobot video out today or tomorrow, and then the top 25 video out this weekend. So yeah, should be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. And we will see you guys. Big love to Shaw X, Jazzy J, Bead Queen, Khalid. Big love to Party Man, Elias, all of you guys here. Thank you guys so much. Big love to Nick93 with the JoJo as well. PS4, Master Race, Super Christian Me World, Nintendo, Tat, African Triforce, Jash, Khalid. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. We out here tonight. We went even further than beyond. Let's go. CMOS battery lets you play games even when servers go down. It shouldn't be based off of a battery, whether you should be able to play games if servers go down or not. That shouldn't even be a thing. But all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. Appreciate that. And we'll see you guys for the next one. All right.